while the verdict is in, not guilty on all charges. That ruling came down about 2.5 hours ago. For 17-year-old Josh Young, a huge relief for him. You see it there. For 14-year-old Trey Zwicker's family, anger and sadness. Young was on trial accused of beating Zwicker to death behind Liberty High School in 2011, but a jury didn't believe he did it. 11 at 11's Chelsea Rabideau joins us live outside the Judicial Center with reaction to the verdict. And Chelsea, even before the verdict was read, you could feel the tension and the emotion in the courtroom.
Oh, absolutely, Melissa. The emotions were palpable. And then once the verdict was read, it was shock on one side, relief on the other side, but so many pent-up emotions spilling over in that courtroom. And I talked to Terry Zwicker, who, if you'll remember, is Trey Zwicker's father. We've spoken to him before. We talked to him on the phone tonight, and he said, interestingly, yesterday the defense came to the prosecution with a plea deal, and that the prosecution turned that plea deal down. The tears were flowing before the jury had even re-entered the courtroom. Years of tension building up to this moment.
Verdict form number 1, murder. We, the jury, find the defendant Joshua Young not guilty under instruction number 1.
The reaction was immediate. Joshua Young, who stood accused of killing his 14-year-old stepbrother, Trey Zwicker, in 2011, finally found not guilty of murder. But there was one more charge.
Verdict form number 2, tampering with physical evidence. We, the jury, find the defendant Joshua Young not guilty under instruction number 2.
Acquitted of all charges. As the jury left the courtroom for the final time, Young could barely contain his happiness, hugging a member of his defense team and smiling. While Amanda McFarland, Trey Zwicker's mother, cried in the back of the courtroom. Trey's father's family raced for the elevators, overcome with grief. They had harsh words not for Young, not for Josh Gowker, but for Trey's mother, Amanda.
I hate Amanda.
The prosecution left the courtroom disappointed and heartbroken for Zwicker's family.
They're not doing well at all. I know this is hard for them. I know they've got a hard road ahead of them dealing with this.
Young's defense attorney, Pete Schuler, was visibly relieved.
We've always known that Josh was innocent, and you know, it's good to have an innocent client.
Schuler was anxious to sort out Young's release to his foster family.
He's in the custody of the cabinet, so he's a committed, neglected child. And they have, it's my understanding that they have agreed to allow him to be released to the Stone Burners. They will get temporary custody.
Now, Schuler went on to say what a great young man he thinks that Joshua Young is and what a great future he has ahead of him, hopefully going to college. Schuler also said that the Stone Burner family is in the process of hopefully adopting Young, even though he'll turn 18 the beginning of January, and they have a hearing apparently to that effect in about a month. Terry Zwicker says the prosecution did a great job, but he also said that he feels like the justice system let his son Trey down. And Joshua Gowker, as you'll remember, is serving a life sentence for the murder of Trey Zwicker. Reporting live at the Judicial Center, Chelsea Rabideau, 11 at 11.